Hello and welcome to all you Starseeds, Lightworkers and Etmirians for your weekly reading. And you are truly welcome here. And I've waited a little while before videoing this today because the first one that I did was my daily updates. And I found the energy was like walking through a tree cut. It was very, very heavy, and even the words were having problems in coming out for the videoing. There was some massive releasings going on. Many people are feeling very, very tired because we're dealing with new downloads, but also the ripping away of that which no longer serves us. Excuse me a moment. And often this is a painful energy. It leaves strands of sometimes bewilderment and disorientation is what I am getting to sort of say through. And it is a very powerful time as we're going through these retrogrades, and we're literally seeing into the depths of our being. What else no longer serves us? What have we been carrying on behalf of these humans on the Earth planet? And what do we now need to release and just concentrate on our own pathway? Because as we are born into a lineage, a family lineage, we take on all their baggage as well. Some of their attributes, but more so the baggage to be able to clean and clear at this time. And it is time to step back and release the contracts or anything that is tying you back to your lineage. Also, where you are born, which country you are born into, are also some horrific contracts. And I would explain to you that I was born into the UK, into the English part of the UK. And if you look at the history of the UK and all that they have done to try to conquer the world using violence, very bloody is what they're saying, in order to be able to dominate. And I was knowing to be born within this UK to be able to bring a healing to the world from that point of view. But my work has been done, and I can no longer hold on to the what I think is the shame of what the people of England actually did. And we have other areas. We have those that were connected into the religion side and has done much to cross the seas to America and to deliver a lot of damage there to the natives, as again with the British going down and trying to destroy things in Australia. We have been birthed into this to forgive for what we have done, we being the energies of where we have been placed within the world. And if you understand this, and there is no country without blame, because we have been through this absolute horror of divide, conquer, might is right. And many have participated in the action, herded like cattle into warring one against the other. The ones who've done the herding were not on the battlefields. But the main thing is to drink from your fear and to keep you downtrodden, to make your feeding more, they are saying the word delicious. The more fear that you have held, the more they relish the feeding from your energy. And that is no more. We have come, but we have conquered the inner pathways, the inner pathways of our own inner self, and understanding where the fears go and where outside try to trigger us into drawing us back into fear, conflict, anger. Let it go. It is not worthy of you. And it's more important to do that and to find the truth of who you are and why you have come within your field of creativity or your inner expertise that has come through wisdom and not the knowledge that has been part of the society within this world. And they're saying to understand that you have endured as part of this journey to be here now to forgive yourself. You do not need to give the world or forgive the country that you are in. You forgive yourself to allow yourself to heal fully, because when these retrogrades are over, when these eclipses are over, which is going to take us right up into the end of the year and into the next set of eclipses, your work will be done on the inner pathways of carrying those who need now to stand in their own right. This is not your job. Relinquish everything that is no longer what you have come here to do, and you may not even know fully what it is you are here to do. And for those of you who sort of like still are not fully awakened, you spend your time sitting and holding the energy of vibration within your heart center. Is your whole body vibrating with the energy of love? We have been just coming out of the retrograde with Venus, the planet of love, in the duality of the Gemini. And this last degrees of travelling through has been for many horrific. But say to yourself, this is a time to let go. These are no longer my burdens. They belong to others, because I have done and carried the yoke this far, and I am putting it down, and I am not carrying this burden, and I forgive myself, but I also celebrate myself because I have survived and I am standing fully. This is what you need to say within your heart center. Congratulations, you are winning through against all odds. And we here at the Etmir place is holding the energies open to transverse from the 5th dimension through to the 7th dimension via the 6th dimension passageway. This is the purpose of our coming together as a tribe. You have the abilities to hold open these slightly higher vibrations. You are used to going much, much higher than that. But for this moment, we are here to ensure that the timeline remains open. There are many who would rather have us back in the 3rd dimension or even the 4th dimension, which is you're neither one camp nor the other, and even the 5th dimension, which is not, although it's better, it's not best. Not best for you. So focus on obtaining your entry into the timeline of the 7th dimension vibrations, and you're doing humanity and Mother Earth a massive service. That cannot be seen on the outer world, but most certainly you can see it on the inner world. And as more and more people awaken, you are extending their pathway along their journey also. And that is a tremendous way. You are literally finding your way home by going into the higher timelines. Okay, without further ado, we will continue with the cards and see what messages they come through. And often these messages are orchestrated by you being at one with your inner child and your soul at this level. Your soul is not somebody up there, it is your best friend at this level. And in the understanding, your soul also has a position within Source. You are Source, and through the action of osmosis, you can put all your concerns into your soul, and your soul will use Source and the osmosis to send this out to all others at that level, and the universe can then deliver messages to you, not always through these cards, but these cards are certainly there to funnel down some of the messages that perhaps have not come through from another direction. And do look out to see what's coming towards you. It may be a number plate on a car, or a sign in a window. It can be any form, or a word that you hear when you're passing by, just the one word, and you will know that a message has been delivered concerning your fears, course of action, or indecisiveness. And it's your decision to be able to take action, and we are going to be going very, very shortly into the Mars going into Aries, which is the fire sign of action, and between the pair of them you will be warriors on your pathway. Do not go into the negative areas, because you'll be out there trying to battle with the herding of the masses of wanting action and all that's going on, but remain within your higher aspect of your Mars warrior, so that you are the warrior of your truth, your love, your honesty of being who you truly are on this earth plane. And we are going to be looking at protection. Call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. And this is what I've been saying. We have here the eclipse, which is this is the ring of the eclipse. This is a full moon eclipse, where you get the ring only because the rest the moon has gone behind, and so therefore we only see a certain amount. Usually when the earth sits between the sun and the moon, the earth becomes the shadow, blocking out the sun, and so we only get the ring as in the circle around the actual body. Please do check that out. I'm not 100% certain. It's just that this is how I relate to this ring of fire around this. It has a technical name if you are into astrology. And as I have already mentioned, you are cutting cords with your country. That doesn't mean to say you're abandoning your country. You are cutting what they have actually done in battle, controlling, and might is right in the past of these Piscean ages. This is massive. So we are releasing everything. You personally may not have been there. You probably were not there. However, by coming into your location, you have agreed that you will help with the healing, and you have done so, and you cannot go any further. If you do not cut the cords, you will be dragging the Piscean age into the Aquarius age of upliftment, and so you will be dragged back into setting up a scenario for the next 2,000 years based on the Piscean era of the dark ages that you have just been through. Cut the cords. Allow your own will to come back into your being, the power of you being. Because when you cut the cords, they can no longer trigger you and drag you back into the old Piscean age. This is very powerful. You are powerful and you can do this. And you might say, well, how can I cut cords? Well, take a few deep breaths, center yourself into your heart center and have a conversation with your inner child and your soul. And just say to your soul, have an everyday conversation. Look, soul, I don't want any more of these cords. I don't want to be dragged back into the old scenario. Help me, we need to get them cut. And your soul will cut them for you. But you need to have your conversation only within your heart center. Because if you're outside of your heart center, the chances are when you think you are talking to your soul, you are not. You are talking to the soul of those that have sent you off track, not your true north. Only by being in your heart center can you know the vibration and know yourself. And we'll carry on to the next one. And this act, in this transformation, things are changing at a cellular level and deep healing is going on. And you're talking about Isis. Isis. There was a time before Isis, but she embodied what it was to be able to move forward. However, it came at the time of the very dark fallen angels and anarchy, the Adam and Eve story. And she in herself did not know how to completely transform into your level of absolute pure, beyond gold way of being. You are taken on board much transformation as the stargates are moving and the downloading of much, but you still need to go beyond the average traveller, the average being that can get to the fifth dimension in order to check in with your seventh dimension transformation. That is your pathway and your task to go deeper, deeper and yet deeper and deeper again. This is far more important than going out with all the rage that's going on in the world or feeling you have been wronged or whatever. That is for others that have not yet transcended and transformed and cut the cords to all this antagonistic action that's going on in the world. Excuse me a moment, I'm going to cough. Excuse me. And we'll go on to the next card. And this is Leap. You go first. The universe will catch you up. And the understanding that within your heart, within your inner child, this is pushing you forward in the right manner. Even if you do not know where you are going to land, it's actually in the leap of faith that you will land on your feet because the universe will deliver for you. And I use my own scenario at the moment. I trust, I leap when they say, and over the years I have just asked, when they say leap, I just ask how high and go for it. And I know I'm moving on, as many of us are moving on, and there are issues, technical issues, as to how do I get from here to there. And yesterday I was instructed, pack your bags. And I was told exactly what to pack, what not to go there. They said it's not time for that. So I am surrounded by packing to a level. And today I awakened and I have been instructed to go and clear out the laundry cupboard. I have all my laundry, my sheets and things ready for clean sheets, ready to is my storage. And today I have been told that that cupboard needs to be emptied. I am being shown step by step, and I know where I am going. And in opening my email letters, I had a letter from an estate agent concerning a place that I wouldn't mind going if everything goes through. And the source has said, trust, take a leap of faith. And it feels as though I'm already there, as though I'm already walking around my new place of being. Give me some more stability for the little time I move often. And within this leap of faith, the estate agents contacted me saying we're not out of lockdown yet. And so I asked them, because they were concerned over this social distance and how on earth were they going to go back to doing views. And so I have offered myself as a guinea pig for doing not remote viewing, which I can do and have done, but using the a video link for them to take me around. And I shall see whether they take me up on that offer. But I felt driven to do so. It's almost as if the gateway is already open, because I've taken the first step by following the packing. I have begun the route of the packing. It would take me some time. I am not swift. I have to take my time in my packing. And we will see whether my trust in the universe will actually smooth out the route on how I get from where I am to where I am going. I am just trusting. It's a huge trust for me. So we'll go on to the next card. And we have here, Warrior Woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? And again, this is very, very interesting, because we are in the mind, in the Aquarius era that we are now moving over to. And we've got the Mars, the warrior, stepping into the fire sign of Aquarius very, very swiftly now. And we are looking at taking action. But before you take your action, what are you being called to do? Because if you don't go into your deepest calling and answer what truly aligns with you, you are allowing yourself to be used as fear fodder. You are adding energy to the fight that's going out there, to confront somebody so that they can release fear back at you. And so it's like putting wood on a fire. Where are you facing people in a challenging manner that really, in the bigger schemes of things, are only enticing you to act in the lower vibration of fear? Understand this and walk away, and use all your energy to take a leap of faith into your deepest calling. Use the energies wisely. They are there for you. And we will look at the fifth card. Oh, there's two there. We'll take the one. I don't think we needed the other one. No, I'm going to turn it over and leave it there. This is Council of Light, Divine Orchestration, Helpers in the Subtle Realms. But I will leave that there, because those of you who go into the fifth level and align yourself with all the councils that are out there, it is not of your deepest calling. They have their own agendas too, because they are a council and they're not a wise person. They are not an elder. And there is a huge difference. These are operating out of knowledge, not out of the wisdom that you have within you. And so will pull you off track. Protection. Only you and your soul and your inner child are the ones that I would allow to help me, and for them to be the gateway to allow others to come through that have come directly from the osmosis process within Source itself. So you can be discerning, and it's come from a place of light, not knowledge, and the place of chaos. This is the division. Play, have fun, celebrate, don't be too serious. And this is good at this time because we have gone through a huge amount. You have had much downloads, even with this new week, this weekend, with this eclipse, this new moon. It's powerful, and you do need to take your time out to just have fun. Know that you are totally protected by your soul and your inner child. And do take time out, because that's why you're on earth, to learn how to relax into the energies. And only then can you really see where your deepest calling is and allow you to take a leap of faith, not from a place of fear, but a place of transformation as a warrior person. Doesn't matter whether it's a female or male, it equates to both. And we'll go over to the sweet drink cards and see what else. Ooh, gosh, they're lively today. They want a few more, so let's see what else we're going to have coming out here. They're just saying take from the top, okay. We will see. But first I am going to go and get the one that's fallen on the floor. Obviously wanted to come out. Right, we have timing. The timing is just right for my dreams, desires and goals to manifest. We are talking about being the warrior in the female energies, as in the, and that's not you being masculine or feminine. This is purely the fact that you are going to the pure upliftment, the positive, and not the heavy masculine energies that can go into the protest, the darker areas, the negativity. So timing is just right. We are all ready to go forward on where we're at. And next we have experience. My dreams take me to wonderful places that are filled with wonder and delight and joy. And this is why you need to play, to also to experience. Life is not always a battle. In fact, it should not be a battle. It should be an elegant leaping through and enjoying and understanding, even in the darkest of places, to find time to play and have fun. I will take another one. Connect. I create strong emotional connections with the important people in my life. You are going to move forward. There are important people that are in your life that may or may not move forward, or you may be taking a leap of faith to meet and connect with people that are about to step into your life. Put that one there, and we will continue. Acceptance. I overcome my biggest challenges by accepting what is. And we're talking here of accepting who you are and to overcome what it is by letting go of what is no longer cutting cords. And you overcome, as an empathic, the fact that you need to heal and help everybody at the expense of yourself. And by doing that, you are transforming at the deepest level and accepting who you really are. We'll take one more. Support. I surround myself with those who support my vision and share my values. Now, this is an important one, because you do not want those naysayers who are jealous of you and wish you to destroy what your deepest calling is, because they are serving no purpose, only their own. They're being narcissistic. They are taking from you because they do not want you to succeed. They have a selfish, vested interest in keeping you in the third dimension. Let them go. And there's one more, and that is it. Oh, let go. I am kind to myself and share my beauty with those around me. I let go of self-criticism, and that includes the cutting of the cords, the belittling yourself, so that you can stand in the power of being fully protected. Those cords were put there to belittle you. You are taking a leap of faith. So stand firm in the fact that you have your deepest calling, and you are letting go anything that is stopping you from marching forward in the truth of who you are. I shall leave that one with you for this week, and I hope that you may have found something of value to yourself. Please take it. If it is not resonating with you, it is not meant for you. It belongs to somebody else, or it just may be the wrong timing for you at the moment. We are all on different legs of the journey, different stages of the journey, and so it is important for you to understand what is yours and what is not yours. And somebody just said, and here endeth the lesson of the day. Oh, thank you. Sounds very biblical to me. Not that I'm going in that direction. Non-religions, they had their moments. Well, may you have a